Well, every bit of support counts in situations like this. For many students who are so young, it's difficult to process the grief and the shock of what happened. And while there was no school in Andrews this week, all campuses were open today with counselors on hand for anyone who needed to talk. So how do you help children who may be having a hard time dealing with this? Rachel Robinson talked to an expert that specializes in dealing with traumatic events like these. Rachel.
Yeah, Crystal. Chandra Coleman is the coordinator of the Family Resiliency Center of the Permian Basin. She said it's important to have open communication about these events, and Andrews ISD did that just today and this past Saturday. Counselors were there for students and staff so they could let out their grief.
Dealing with or even hearing about traumatic events isn't easy.
Please don't ignore signs, right? Unfortunately, loss like this can trigger a lot of different feelings in people. And so check in with your loved ones, check in with your family members.
And at times like this, it's important to keep an eye and an ear out for changes in behavior.
Sleeping too much, not sleeping enough, changes in eating, right? Eating more than normal or less than normal. Again, using their typical behavior kind of as that baseline. Mood swings, just changes in mood. If they seem sullen or sad, don't ignore those things. And
trauma does not discriminate. It can affect just about anyone.
The thing that a lot of people don't realize is you don't have to be directly impacted by a traumatic event to be affected and to have trauma responses. So watching news coverage, hearing about it, even at school or just from friends, social media, all of those things can actually cause trauma reactions in someone who was not present for the actual event.
And connection is an important step in the healing process.
The community of Andrews, I think specifically, I love the fact that they're doing the candlelight, the vigil. I think that's an amazing way to do it, to just bring the community together and again, share the fact that we're here and we're standing with you.
Having feelings like this is natural, but it's what you do with them and who you share them with that's important.
Making sure that you've got a good support system in place, that you've got people where you feel safe talking. For students, that means a trusted adult, somebody that they feel comfortable sharing their feelings and thoughts with, whether that's, mom or dad or a grandparent or a teacher.
But maybe most importantly, no matter who, what, or where, there are people out there that will be there for you.
Everyone has suffered some kind of loss. And so just knowing that support is out there I think that's the big thing that we can do to help.
Andrews ISD has mental health services and phone numbers available on their website right on their homepage. So if you need a little extra support, don't be afraid to reach out.